All right, here we go. Quando Rondo, welcome back to VladTV.
For sure.
It's been 5 years since our last interview.
That long?
2019.
Time flies.
Yeah, man, you were buzzing real hard.
Time flies.
Had to bring you in last time, and a lot has happened, since our last joint. So we talked about your upbringing last time, but I kind of want to talk about it a little bit again because I think that really tells the whole story about who you are. So, where'd you grow up?
Savannah, Georgia.
This is my first time here, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a beautiful city.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I got to walk around by the water and everything else like that.
For sure. They say that we look like, well, I noticed, though, it's like Savannah favor New Orleans a little bit.
That's what I was thinking this whole time. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to insult anybody, but...
No, ain't nothing like that. We love New Orleans people. We got some of the same lingos and all. Like, they say you heard me, we say you feel me. Like, it's a lot. Like, how they say wine, we say that. Like, we get it from them, of course. They call, like Savannah, we call this like baby New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, the food really reminds me.
Yeah, we like seafood. Food.
Oysters.
Oysters. You know what conch is? Yeah,
I do actually.
Snails.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we grew up out that.
Nah, I love it here, man. I've been sleeping on Savannah all these years. It's about to be my new spot.
For sure, wake up.
And I appreciate you, saying, we're only going to do it if you come down here.
Yeah.
So I flew in to do it in person.
For sure.
Now, a lot of people like to say they grew up in the trenches or they had, a hard childhood, but you actually really, really did. You actually got taken out of your house at 2 years old?
Yes, sir. If not younger than that.
Well, I remember during our last interview, your mom was actually in jail when we were doing the interview.
Yes, sir.
Is she still locked up or she's out?
She's doing better now.
Good.
Now.
Because I remember you told me that was like her 6th time locked up.
Yeah, my dude's doing better now. I feel like she really in it for a change this time. Sometimes you gotta go through stuff to notice that you want better.
Is the fact that you're doing a lot better financially? Because, when we talked last time, that's when you first really started to buzz and the money started to come in. But she was locked up. So now that she's out and you're more financially stable, are you able to actually, use your money to kind of keep her in a better space?
Man, boy, Vlad, this in real life, bro, no money or none of that can keep a person. This money can't make a person sit still. That gotta be something you ready to do yourself. I feel like she just done. She's ready to take accountability for all the years and all the trauma she caused on herself and her family and stuff. She's taking accountability for that right now. So she, at this point, she feel like, man, I know her because she my mom. She feel like, man, I can't keep going down the same road. And, she see her kids is fully grown and we have kids of our own and, she ready to be in everybody's life. Everything just one step at a time. I'm just here to take all the steps with her.
Has she gone to rehab or gone through some steps to try to get past the cycle she kept doing?
Yeah, for sure. But like I just said, man, if money can't work, rehab and all that, man, I just feel like, man, in life, bro, like, you gotta be prepared to want something for yourself. Don't matter how somebody help you, how you got the help or whatever, you gotta, it falls down to you first, you and God.
Yeah, well, I'm glad she's doing better, man.
For sure, appreciate that.
And now she has a grandbaby, your daughter.
A couple of them.
Not
for me, my brother. I got one.
You got one. Baby girl.
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
Appreciate that.
Now, your dad, he did 12 years in prison. And when he was getting out, you were going to juvie.
Yeah, I already had done like kind of already been going to juvenile before he got out, but yeah, you could say that.
What's your relationship with your dad now?
Man, my relationship with my dad is good. Man, I'm Vlad. Last time you interviewed me, I was 19. I'm 25 now. My thought process from then to now is totally different.
Yeah.
Sometimes it falls down to understanding. Like I know, like this is my dad, so I gotta love him. It's people that don't have their dad. I'm to the point in my life where I feel like, man, you just gotta have understanding on stuff, and I noticed that you gotta love the things you have already. So that's more of where my mind frame at. So me and my dad good, I love him. But you know, I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
He a grown man. I ain't saying I'm lovey-dovey every day and all that, but my father, I love him.
Good, man. Good. Do you feel like growing up, because you didn't have a mother or a father, that your friends and the people in your neighborhood became your family in a way?
Of course. You know that. You know that. And it ain't just me who suffered from a childhood like that, man. If you think about it, around the whole United States, like my whole generation, I'm talking about around the United States, people was born in 1999, 2000, 98. All is basically your parents being in your life is more like 30-70 out of 100%.
But usually people have one parent, usually have the mothers around. I feel like you're a special case.
Man, usually people had the mother around, but man, Vlad, man, I know a lot of people who dad was in this and that, so they went around or they was locked up or they was dead or whatever. But even when they had their mom around, it's like their mom ain't gave them the time they needed. They just, you know, we grew up in a generation where your mama be like, y'all go outside. You know, you don't see that no more. Kids don't be outside. So, like I just said, my childhood, like with both of your parents really being in your life, like dropping you out the football practice, picking you up, buying you McDonald's, taking you shopping, movies, getting ice cream. That was like very, you feel me? That wasn't really happening like that. And I ain't gonna say it I'm gonna speak for the mothers who it was like that with. That didn't mean they didn't love us or their own kids. It just, they a single parent. They was doing what they gotta do to take care, to make sure you keep a roof over your head. And that was the most important thing to them. So of course people, when they mama put them outside, of course they went outside and made friends, they family. Friends that they talked to from 2009 when they first met them all the way to now. Real childhood friends who you look at as family. Family is what you make it.
Considering what you went through, was there a conscious thought of like, I'm not gonna have my daughter go through the same thing?
Yeah, for sure, but I feel like that I fell in a train of thought of a man, and you a man, we men, so
Yeah.
hopefully you understand me. Maybe we probably didn't grow up the same way, so if you don't feel me, it's cause we didn't, you feel me? But man, you know, a father feel like, long as I'm bringing this money in, long as I'm making this money, long as you got every pair of Jordans, every electronic and all that, you feel like you just doing the most, but you don't know that the shit you doing can easily trick you out your daughter life or your son life. And what you doing this for? You doing this for her, or are you doing this to buy material stuff?
Yeah.
I feel like, and I ain't saying I did what I did for material stuff, and I ain't saying no man out here who hustle, grind, and bust their ass however they could to make $1 to make sure their family, their child has the most. I'm not saying they doing all this stuff for this, but when it come down to the come down, I done bought my daughter 8 iPads in 1 year, so it's like, I just bought her 8 iPads in 1 year. That mean I could buy 9, 10, 11, and 12 more of them. But if I go to prison, I can't buy them years back. That just got took from her. So with all that being said, I feel like, man, I fell in that lane, like, boy, my daughter about to have everything, boy. Like, yeah, I got rap money, got investment money, all that, but I'm about to get this money too. I want all the money.
Well, at the very least, she will always have a roof over her head. She'll always have food in her tummy.
She gonna always have shoes and clothes too.
She'll always have clothes.
The newest stuff.
If she wants to go to college, that's taken care of. If she if her mom needs help with childcare, that's taken care of. She'll never have to be running the streets in the same way that you were because both parents weren't around.
For sure.
And that's great.
And before we started this interview, we was talking about like our daughters.
Yeah.
Through everything I've been through, I feel like that's the most blessed thing happened to me. Cause Vlad, some people don't want to face it that, bruh, you could have a little girl 9 times out of 10, and the chances is very slim on your little girl becoming a part of street stuff. Your son, the chances is
more.
1 out of 9. All right. And it's something people don't notice, but I ain't the one that, I really don't want to say this because it's a lot of mothers around the world. They might feel like, oh no, he wrong because I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But look, bro, you could tell if your son going to be a thug when he a kid.
Yeah,
I don't care what you say. You know how many little boys I see, or I done seen, like you said, 2019. 5 years ago. I remember seeing little young dudes, little 4, 5-year-old little young dudes running around the neighborhood watching them do stuff, and I'm like, boy, he gonna be hell. Like, bro, so what me saying that is, I feel like I was blessed on that part, because boy, Vlad, if I had a son, I feel like I'd be worried more, and I'd be even more stressed out in life, because when I look at my daughter, I don't look at her like she's gonna grow up and be bad.
Well, let me say this though, okay? Because you're financially good, when she gets 18, 19, 20 years old, she's not gonna be on OnlyFans showing her body so she could pay her rent.
For sure.
See what I'm saying? And that's important. And she's not gonna be chasing around some man to financially take care of her. Because you have money and you're gonna make sure that never happens. So regardless, and yeah, you may have to do some time and so forth, but it's gonna make a very big turning point, because we all know girls that are out there on Instagram, at the strip clubs, on the street, just so they could pay rent, and just because they, taking care of a kid they may have where the father's not around.
Right.
And that's a beautiful thing, and I don't want you to discount that.
For sure, but Vlad, I just gotta say something to you about everything you just said. Bruh. First of all, I don't look at strippers as strippers. I look at them as dancers.
I understand that, but I think most strippers would rather be doing something else.
All right,
If given the choice. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, but
If given a choice,
given the choice,
making the same amount of money, they would go do something else.
They would. That's anybody.
That's all I'm saying.
That's anything, Vlad.
That's all I'm saying. Your daughter is not going to have to do that.
She's not.
For the money.
She's not.
And we all love strippers, man. I'm not discounting that. We all love strippers. But I'm saying no one wants our daughters to be a stripper.
It's a dancer, not a stripper.
Okay, she can do ballet. She wants to dance, okay?
Because look, calling a stripper, in their eyes, that's like calling we men, so right? The number one trigger word to say to us, if another man be like, you a bitch, that's a trigger word.
Right.
So they're not strippers, they dancers. And also, Vlad, some of them, all dancers are not hoes, whores, whatever.
I'm not saying that.
Some of them do that to pay their college tuition off. You don't even know they studying biology or whatever. All that
Right.
is.
But how many of those have dads that actually are paying for college already? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Bro,
they doing it because they have to, not because they prefer to do that.
Well, if you want to put that like this, you got to put it like this for us men too. When you get out there and sell drugs, it's just like a girl going to get on a pole.
Exactly.
Because if you could have been if you had any given choice, like you just said, to be making the same amount of money as in something else that's legit other than selling drugs, you would have been doing that. So with that being said, man, Vlad, at the end of the day, we don't know what position somebody in. We don't know what their situation is. We don't know what God got in store for them. Bro, at the end of the day, some people do what they gotta do. And it took me a long time to get this mindset. So we can't look at them like that. Some people get on OnlyFans and just show you their feet. They not showing their body.
Right.
If a girl who grew up with a dad that's financially straight and a mom that's financially straight and she got 20, 30,000 sitting in her bank account and she's only 21, she's not paying her car note bill because I'm her mama paying it and all that. Of course, if we doing all that, we also getting her hair done. We also getting her nails done. When a girl get their nails done, the first thing they do summertime before they go to the beach is put on flip-flops. Y'all, they showing their feet already. So if you posting your feet on this app that's really screaming just like music and movies and everything else go, and all you doing is posting your feet and you making a free $9,000 a month, man, Vlad, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
I'm cool with the feet, man. But
I'm just keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real too.
I understand what you're saying about the body part and all that.
Well,
that's cool.
And having random men touch up on you and stuff like that.
Some girls walk around here with their whole butt out already for free. We can go downtown right now and watch a girl walk past, bro, and she ain't even got no drawers on, her whole butt showing, she got a half a shirt on, and guess what the crazy part about it is? She probably not even no hoe. She just know she look this good, and she want to show off her talent, how good she look. So if she's showing us for free, in the free world, IRL, in real life, why not get on OnlyFans and do it? Now, it's different when I feel like you having sex on those stuff. Yeah. Now, that's some whole other jive. Now, that's wrong. You could say that, but you can't just, man, you got to have a full understanding of everything.
Fair enough. We just had to clarify.
I'm just being real.
Now, you started rapping when you were in juvie.
Yeah, but no.
Before that?
I've been rapping since I was a little boy.
You were talking about when you were in juvie, you became like a hot rapper.
When I was in juvie, I noticed that I really could have rapped once I noticed other people rapping the music.
Yeah.
But I always had a passion for like sounds. I started off wanting to play the drums. I think I told you this before. I used to go in the bathroom, flip dirty clothes hampers over, put the toilet seat down, get a pan, and I had drumsticks. And I always loved beats. I always loved music.
Okay. But at one point, other people started to notice.
Yeah.
Game wanted to sign you initially.
For sure. He one of the first people ever called me.
Yeah, that's my homie right there.
Sure.
Yeah, he's a regular guest on my show now. Me and him go back, like when he first started rapping.
Oh, so
In fact, I'm going to tell you this.
game.
My first video project ever was a DVD with Game. This was 2004, 2005. It's called The Devil's Advocate. That was the first time I picked up a video player, a video recorder, and tape. It was when he was working on his first album.
How you was around this time?
How old was I?
Yeah.
31.
In 2004?
Yeah, 20 years ago. I'm 51.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, me and him go back. Birdman wanted to sign you at one point.
For sure. Birdman, that's still my uncle.
Yeah, me and him talk.
Yeah,
I mean, you could say Birdman is the greatest hip-hop CEO of all time.
You could say he were or is.
He is.
Oh, yeah. All right.
He is. Because he's still actively doing it.
Uncle real big dog, man.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Every time I see him, I be like, I don't know why. Every time I see him, I do that. He be like, nephew.
Well, but then you dropped a song called Kickin' Shit. And at the end of that song was the NBA YoungBoy logo.
For sure.
And you had signed to him at that point when that song came out?
Man, I've been with YoungBoy since the beginning of my career.
Okay, so it was before that song.
Yeah, before that song.
Okay, because you had officially announced that you signed with YoungBoy right around that time, right? Because he had the imprint with Atlantic. He signed you as the first artist on his label, and then you signed with Atlantic through him.
Yeah.
By the way,
I don't think that's the first time I announced that. I figured people knew that I was with Top since day one.
Well, when you saw the logo, that's when you really knew that it was official. You know, people are affiliated and, you know.
Yeah, I'm talking about other eyes. Other eyes knew it was official then probably.
Got it.
But
But people like me, the industry.
Day one.
Exactly. How did the two of you first meet?
I dropped a video on Instagram. He commented under it and said, send my number.
That was that.
That's why I tell people, bro, like, boy, it's a different, boy, like, all you gotta do is believe in yourself. And you know how people say the small things count? It's the small things that count, right, Vlad? It's the small things that count.
Yeah.
All right, if it's the small things that count, that means if you do something small, it could count for you so big. Cause you see how that happened? I feel like life is a metaphor. The way I look at life, like if you was like my people and you sat around me and heard a lot of stuff I say, you would notice. I feel like stuff be right in front of your face, man, and people look right over it.
Yeah, I mean, he saw the talent early on.
So,
And when you hear that song, I think that's one of your best songs, honestly.
kicking shit?
Yeah. Yeah, because you saw like the raw talent early. 'Cause I went and watched the video again this morning, and I'm like, damn, like this is really
That's
good.
when I was in RP Rich Homie. I was in my Rich Homie phase then. You know I had looked up to Rich Homie.
I did his first interview ever.
Well, I had looked up to Rich Homie. I was just, bro, it's crazy. Bro, I just had talked to Rich Homie. Last time I talked to him was like, the last time that I talked to him personally over the phone was in April. His engineer had died. And his partner, which is one of my people too, who I met through my people. I don't know if, man, I've been to Rich Homie, but I back in contact with him through one of my people's people who officially became my people, which his name is Toon. He from Atlanta. Toon called me like, Quan want to talk to you. Quan got on the phone like, what's up, little bro? You know how he used to talk. Little bro. You feel me?
Oh, man.
He like, man, me and Quan was supposed to, boy, me and Rich Homie was talking about doing the tape together like for 3-4 years.
Well, you got a song together, Rich Homie Quando.
We do, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about recently, like this year.
No, y'all
Last year
y'all
and
sound
the year
great together.
that. You know what made me never like, he was like, I'm gonna send you some songs and you send me some songs. He like, I'm gonna come lock in with you. I know you on house arrest. I'm gonna come to the house, this and that. I'm like, man, I'm with it. But the reason that I never had son, I know Quan was waiting on me. He was waiting on me to send some songs first. Cause I know he was serious. What held me back was I was like, all right. When I first came out, I was on like my Rich Homie flow. Cause that's who I looked it up to. That's who motivated me. That's who I got my first flow from. You feel me? But I'm like, I done got so far with music. I ain't talking about like goals, money and all that. I'm talking about far as I done got so, if you work at McDonald's and you flip burgers, you gonna be a pro at it. I done became a pro so much. I know the fans gonna be like, you stay using stuff like that. That's just me though, man. I'ma be me. But look, I felt like, man, I can't rap. I'm automatically thinking, do Quan want me on some Rich Homie Quando shit, or do he want me on some Quando Rondo shit? You feel me? I just felt like, I was young. Like, I had the Rich Homie Quando flow down packed then. I know I got it down packed too still, cause his music is easy, but is it gonna sound right? With me getting on the song, I just felt like we should have did it years ago.
Yeah, man, it killed me when I heard the news. Because,
Man,
like
me
I said,
too.
I did his first interview ever. Some Type of Way had just dropped, and I knew his manager, Fly. And I'm like, yo, I got to interview this dude. This dude is next. And me and him kept in contact. I've done multiple interviews with him over the years. And, man, when the news broke and I found out about the overdose, fentanyl's a motherfucker, man.
How you know it was from that?
That's what they say.
Who said that?
That's what, the internet says.
Man, fuck the internet.
Man, he was 30-something years old, man.
I
You
know
don't
that
die.
man.
You don't die of natural causes.
Bro,
At that
I know
age.
that man real people. And we not trying to gain no notoriety.
Okay. Fair enough.
No. I'm just saying.
Fair
we
enough.
ain't
I'm just
tryna-
saying, 30-something-year-olds
what-
don't just fall over and die from natural causes. That's all I'm saying.
That's cool.
That's all I'm saying.
Listen, just listen. I ain't trying to gain no notoriety of nothing off Quan, man. God bless the dead. Like, that broke my heart as well. But look, bro, I don't know what he died from. I don't know. But what I really want to say is, bro, we can't follow up no. Sometimes you gotta tap in with people, real brother and sister, real girlfriend, real wife, real mama, real daddy. If you ain't got the this is how it is. If you don't have the fame or if you're not somebody to get in contact with these people to really know the real truth, don't assume. Don't go off what you see. You believe none of what you... I'ma say it this way, even though it's a whole nother way, I put it in my own way. Believe none of what you see, none of what you hear. None of that. Believe none of what you see or none of what you hear. Go with all of what you know.
Well, Boosie said that, and I know those two were close, and that's what I'm going off of. Boosie's my man. So
For sure, but
that's all
I
I'm saying.
I love Bootsy too. And
Yeah.
maybe Bootsy knows something we don't know.
That's
Bootsy,
all I'm
my-
saying. If Boosie
that's
says
my
it,
brother.
I'm gonna believe it. That's my
For sure.
man.
All right, that's
and that's
cool.
your man too.
That's before
I'm not just making it
you
up.
ain't good. Chill. Look, see they. Hey, that's my cousin. That nigga play so much. He taking his skirt off doing this. But nah, hey, Bootsy, I love Big Bro Bootsy, man. I ain't gonna lie, boy.
Yeah.
I love
We
Big
both do,
Bro.
man.
You know why though? Rollo fam goon. Rollo.
Yeah, no wrong.
Cause you know it's Rollo too. Rollo cool too now, but
A Rollo fam goon.
I'm talking about Rollo fam goon though, but Bootsy, Rollo, and you know YoungBoy don't even count. You know you feel me, heart to heart, but Bootsy, Rollo, Kevin Gates, and Lil Papa. I don't want to leave nobody out.
Lil Papa, I don't know. Everyone else you named, I know personally.
I don't want to leave nobody out. The industry is so oversaturated with. I said it wrong. Hey, the industry, I be trying to make sure I ain't saying the words wrong because people don't understand the way we talk and our lingo is. It's just the way we say stuff. But the industry is so oversaturated with male artists. It's like 100 artists run through your head. It's plenty more. If I forgot about you, you know what it is. But Bootsy, Kevin Gates, Rollo, and Lil Papa, I actually got doggone a couple more artists too. I done actually got on the phone with them and they talked to me and they told me like, long story short, cause I talked to Kevin Gates about a month ago, 2 months ago. It was actually about the dean, about Muslim. The dean is Islam. And he was like, look, you know how he is. He's like, look, brother, if you ever need somebody to call, just call my number. I'll come kick it with you. He talked about even if you want to talk about your bitch, you got bitch problems, you can holler at me about it. But nah, you know, bruh, BG, including BG. BG gave me some wise words. I feel like all them that gave me wise words before, and I feel like all them are real. They are how I see myself. If something was going on in the industry and it took, everybody say mind your business, but choosing this side or that side is not minding your business. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that ain't even with beef. That's with anything in life.
Mm-hmm.
You not minding your business if you in it.
Well, you said that YoungBoy gave you $1 million, and as long as you've been signed to NBA, he's never made a dime off of you.
For sure.
That's crazy. That's a different type of relationship right there.
Bruh, I heard, you know, Free Young Thug, man, my God, willing he beat this case, you know, inshallah, all of that, but I heard Young Thug ain't never made a dime off Gunna, and I salute the Gunna and Young Thug, the shit the media running with. I'm just saying me, like I like Gunna. I'm just saying, you feel me? I just had to say that, but
You said YoungBoy is over loyal.
man, bro, YoungBoy is I feel like we grown now, so we can't be talking and acting like we in our teens, but we from the same generation, bro. You know, everybody from our generation really got the same mindset. And you know the ones who don't have a mindset like us, they very outstanding. But majority of this generation, 99 babies, 1999 and millennium babies, we think the same. And I feel like we the last generation of love and loyalty. That's how I feel.
Well, 3860, the mixtape that you got with YoungBoy. Now, when I talk about music, if you know me, I don't just gas people up. If I say something about what I feel about music, it's how I really feel.
You listen to it?
Yes, over and over again. And I'm gonna say that is my favorite project that YoungBoy has been involved in, including his solo projects. That was a classic right there. Y'all two sound so great together. And like I said, I'm not just saying this because you're in front of me.
I always tell people that I ain't saying this because you're in front of me.
Yeah. I'm not just saying because you're in front of me. I love that project. Y'all two sound, y'all like Kobe and Shaq together.
Sure. Appreciate it.
Great project.
Appreciate that.
But I remember YoungBoy said that he didn't want to drop that project for a while. What was the reason for that?
Man, it be some projects I don't be wanting to drop for a while, man. Vlad, sometimes in this music industry, you gotta understand, man. And when I say this, maybe a 100 other artists they might not put it out there, but I know they gonna feel this. Certain stuff go off feelings, like I feel like you don't need to drop right now. I feel like we need to do this, and this, and this. Then when I get that feeling, this one we need to do it.
So it was that. It was just artistically, timing-wise, it was that. Because I thought the music was right there.
It was something like that. Just thinking like an artist.
Okay.
That's it.
YB going through his legal problems right now. He just pled guilty, got his 27 months. He still got his other case. Have you guys talked?
Yeah, I don't holler that talk while he was in jail. Man, talk. Last time I hollered at him, he in the cell still trying to give me stuff. I'm like, man, talk. You in jail, man. I can't. You feel me? Bruh, a lot of people probably wonder why Talk and myself and a couple more people, they probably wonder how we always dodge stuff. Cause sometimes in life, when your heart weigh more than your soul, bruh, you gonna forever be blessed. That's why he always come out on top. That's why I like the name Top for him, because I noticed something, man. And I just was recently talking to some family members about this. The tongue is a powerful thing. A title is even more the title that you have for yourself is an even more powerful thing. Because his name Top, that means he gonna always come out on top, always be on top. The top is where it's at. Now, people who out here who name themselves Demon Kid and you putting that title on you inviting that energy, so when you get in something, it's gonna be some demonic energy and it ain't gonna work out how you want it to work out. So, man, that's another thing I noticed about him. Man, it's like, man, he know how to maneuver and he know how to stay on top. Like, you mean he not a dodge, and you feel me?
Yeah, man, free YB. I think the whole world waiting.
Whole world.
The whole world waiting.
It's different from the States. The whole world.
The whole world
waiting.
is waiting. Absolutely, man. People call him the Tupac of this generation, and I don't see an argument for that, honestly.
Man, the only thing, listen, this is what I had noticed about Tupac and Fee. You know Fee, right?
Yeah, we've
you
been talking.
personally know him?
Yeah. No, we just been talking on the phone after you put
Just
us on
with me, or
three-way.
you done hollered on plenty more times. Mm-hmm. I'm asking you.
No.
First time?
First time, yeah.
Feel legit, boy. I love Fee, super legit. But, bruh, Fee love Tupac. And I never, ever go against Tupac, because at once upon a time, I fell in the Tupac stage when I was calling myself Q-Pac.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I felt when I dropped the album Q-Pac, I felt like I got on some fuck the world type shit around that time. And I'm like, I studied Tupac. I watched every movie he ever dropped, all that. And I noticed, I'm like, man, this man was a real star.
Oh, he was a superstar.
But I also noticed Tupac did stuff back in the day that you couldn't do today. And the reason why is because back in the day, you had real people. People were real still. They didn't follow trends. They stood up for themselves. They stood on all 10 toes. Like back in the day, Tupac would have spit at a camera. Fuck y'all, spit at a news reporter. You can't do that nowadays because you gonna have fans who wanna get under shade room. It's going on the shade room.
Look, Tupac shot 2 white cops in the South.
I know.
And beat the case.
For sure.
He became everyone's hero when that happened.
For sure.
He's a different, he comes
beat
from a
2
Black
cops 'cause
Panther,
they was
Black Panther
abusing.
background, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man, listen, Tupac was a different type of person, and, that's why a lot of people ask why I did it, but when I interviewed Keefe D and got the real story behind what happened, it was because I was such a Tupac fan, and I wanted everyone to know what really happened, because there's always so many conspiracies around it.
Well, man, how you know that one? How you know what was told to you wasn't a conspiracy theory? Because he got locked up for it?
All the pieces fit together.
How
Because
you
I'd
know the
interviewed
pieces
every
if you
people
wasn't
who were there, the story they told in the car behind Tupac. I interviewed the cop that showed up after the shooting happened. All the pieces fit together. Because, there's always, oh, the government killed Tupac. Oh, Suge Knight had Tupac killed. All that was bullshit, man. A series of events happened which led up to ultimately him getting shot. There's actions and there's repercussions. When you jump on certain types of people, you have to understand that certain things come with that. And you understand that more than anybody. And I'll leave it at that.
You know what's crazy? I grew up looking up, like when I was a little boy, before I fully knew about Tupac, like when I used to look up stuff, like I used to look up Baby Lane and them. Like I'm like, cuz a Compton Crip nigga, like Keefe D is a Crip, Compton Crip nigga. Like
Southside Crip.
I used to, like when I was young, I was so fascinated with stuff like that. I used to study it. And I remember going to Juvenile up the road, and I don't know if this familiar with you, but I met a dude who was from Yarborough. I think it was called Yarborough Street.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Or something like that, man. A Yarborough Street type dude from Cali or something like that. And I actually stayed and lived in Cali before. I ain't never heard of that, but Cali got so many ducked off underground streets and stuff. You hear a new street every day. But I remember him teaching me teaching me in Juvenile up the road about like Baby Lane and them. Cause I think this dude actually grew up in Compton and his family ended up moving to Georgia. For sure.
You want to hear some ill shit that you may not be familiar with? I interviewed Chris Carroll.
Who is that?
Chris Carroll was the first responder, the cop that showed up to the scene when Pac got shot. When he showed up, and he didn't know anybody, he opened the door, Pac fell out of the car bleeding. And Chris Carroll was trying to get a statement. It's called a death statement, meaning that when someone's dying, they could tell you who did it. He was like, who shot you? You know, how did this happen? Pac looked at him, realized he was a cop, and said, fuck you.
Then I saw Tupac just, all of a sudden, just in an instant, he went from trying to, kind of squirming, looking at Suge, trying to get the words out to where you could tell he physically just gave up. He just wasn't able to do it. And he just crossed that line into just quitting and being at peace. And he just kind of laid back and was calm and was no longer looking or trying to do anything. And I could just see that he was just, it's kind of like almost like an athlete or a runner when they hit that wall and it's just like it's over. And you could see that in his face. And I looked at him once again. I said, what happened? Who did this? Who shot you? And now he's looking at me, so we're looking at each other in the eyes. And this is kind of the first time he's even acknowledging my presence. And he looked at me, and I could tell he was getting a breath together to tell me. And he looked me right in the eyes, and we looked at each other, and he said, fuck you. And he said it just like that, with the emphasis on that F to really let me know.
Real.
And slipped into a coma and then died afterwards. Baby Lane, years later, got into a shootout at a Compton car wash over some drug money. Him and I think 2 other people got killed. The cop showed up. He was still alive. The cop, and I interviewed the Compton cops who were involved in this. As he was dying, they said, did you kill Tupac? Tell us before you die. Baby Lane looked at him and said, fuck you. Did you guys show up when Orlando was shot?
Yes.
Who was the one that tried to get a death confession?
That was
Orlando?
Ray Richardson.
Okay.
Him and a guy named Eddie Aguirre, they were assigned to our gang unit like in 91 or 92. I can't remember exactly when. But anyway, they're part of the gang unit. They're the ones that went up to him, and Ray tried to get a dying declaration statement out of him, and he told him to fuck off, basically.
Well, he tried to get him to confess to Tupac's murder.
Right.
On his deathbed.
Right.
And he said, fuck you.
Yeah.
Tupac and Baby Lane's last words were both, fuck the police.
That's a sign. I don't know how you look at it. That's how I look at it, though. But what I take from that is the boys is real ones. In the year 2024, I don't care what you say. It be the ones least expected who you think wouldn't do it. All the niggas you think real, all the people out here who you think real, they get shot up, whatever you just said, they little last words, if it's a cop that they giving their last words to, they gonna tell.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a sin. You already dying. You about to die. Why give up who just killed you? There's no reason to, because why, bro, you gone.
Yeah.
It's what come with the game. It probably ain't been a part of the plan, but
yeah, it just showed how similar they both were in their final moments. They even kind of look alike a little.
Guess what, though? I just want to be able to say this. I ain't meant for this Tupac story to go like this. I love Tupac, and rest in peace to Baby Lane. I mean, I'm 25. I had to be all of in my mama's stomach still.
Right.
When all this went down, I probably wouldn't even thought about that. So I ain't speaking on it because I know it's real hardcore fans out here, and it's still Crips around here who represent Baby Lane to this day. I ain't got, bruh. I'm just salute to both. One was a full-blown superstar and one was a real hood gangster from what I seen.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Shout out both. You know, rest in peace Tupac, rest in, you feel me? Who am I? I'm 25.
Now, I remember you did an interview with Angela Yee in the back of your car.
That
And,
wasn't my car. That was a rental.
oh, okay. Well, it was a Rolls Royce, right?
Yeah.
Nice
that
car.
wasn't mine.
Okay. But you did an interview and you talked about the incident that happened. And you said that you and King Von never had any issues. In fact, the last conversation was a good conversation. Can we talk about this at all?
But bro, only thing I got to say about that whole little situation, to answer to everything you want to answer, I just explained to you about how, like, just the whole Tupac Baby Lane situation, how it was real people back then and they didn't follow trends of, if they knew this was real or that was real, they was with it. They stood behind that. Man, this is 2018 all the way to now. Bro, everything is a trend. If it's a trend to hate me and my brothers and my family and my entourage and whoever else, if it's a trend to do that, even if we not wrong, if the trend is gonna get them more notoriety, that's what they going with. But, man, Vlad, I'ma tell you this, man. And my partner Flash called me one day and said this, even though I've been thinking about it, bro, sometimes it's time to close that door on certain situations.
Well, I just want to say that I feel you're 100% right in that situation.
Bro,
And I'm going to say that not because you're standing in front of me, but I feel you're 100% right in that situation.
At this point, man, it don't even matter, man. I just want everybody to move on and close that door, so whatever behind that door, let it get dealt with behind that door. Other than that, man, it's time to move on, bruh. I'm trying to get somewhere. I ain't none of these young dumb niggas no more, bruh. I don't care what nobody think no more. I'm not going, if you slap me in front of everybody, I'm not about to come kill you, bro. Not because once I kill you and you die and I go to prison and 15 years pass and I'm in a damn cage, everybody who said I went out bad for getting slapped and didn't do nothing is gonna eventually grow up, get older and say, he went out bad for killing him for by the slap. Bro, I understand now. And I got more than majority of the people that always put a comment down about budge eyes. So it's like, but bro, I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to get into these stocks you talking about and all that.
Well, I just want to say this, man, and we talked about Tupac. The situation really reminds me about what happened to Tupac. If you really look at it.
Man, let's just close the door on that though, man.
Fair enough.
Like, you know it is what it is, man.
Fair enough. And ultimately, and I just want to say this, since our last interview and most recently, Lil Tim was basically cleared of any wrongdoings and you guys have moved on and I feel that you were in the right and we'll just end it at that.
Yeah,
Cool.
and Vlad, I'm gonna be the person to tell you this because other artists ain't gonna say this. Please don't put no caption and put...
I got you.
You got me?
I got you.
Cause I don't want that.
I got you. I interviewed NLE Chopper. He said a situation happened where a bottle got thrown and a fight came out, ended up triggering. It wasn't thrown at him, but I guess at one of his friends.
Yeah, he
He
threw a
claimed
bottle.
he hit you in the face with the bottle.
Nah, he ain't hit me.
No.
He ain't hit me.
Okay, he hit somebody.
He hit somebody that was with me. But he threw it. He threw it for like 10 yards away.
Do you remember that whole situation?
Yeah. Man, I remember everything.
Do you feel like when you look back on it that you've grown since then? And
Man, I ain't got nothing bad to say about NLE Chopper.
he didn't say anything bad about you. He just said a situation happened.
I actually salute, like, bro, you know how some people get on here and be phony and be fake, like, and I love, bro. I ain't on all that. This from the heart. I ain't got time to be fake. I'm going through too much real shit. But, bro, I honestly like what bro took his career. I like that he switched over from I feel like when you say drill music, that's more of up north. We like down south. So we call it slang and nine music. Yeah. I'm glad he went from like shorter flow to whatever that
Slut
is.
you out. Listen, man, me and Chopper were going at it.
I understand the blueprint he got laid out. Listen, it's a money blueprint, so hey.
Me and Chopper were going at it on Twitter for like a couple of weeks.
I seen that,
We were calling each other all types of bitches and whatever else, but you know what happened?
What?
I was talking to academics, and he said, let me get y'all on the phone together. And we got on the phone, and we had a good-ass conversation. And he said, yo, I'm going to pull up on you in L.A. We're going to do this interview. And he did the interview, and it was some real grown man shit.
I fuck with what Chopper did, like with his interview, even though I know this. I know, bro. I don't know. I just feel like they got beef with me. And bro, I ain't saying I got no beef with Chopper, but I'ma let this be known. This got nothing to do with NLE Chopper, no rappers, none of that. It actually got something to do with the whole world. Down to the streets of Savannah, the Macon, Atlanta, to prisons, all the way wherever. Bruh. Sometimes when you don't let a person know what's going on, they gonna take it the way they wanna take it. So if, bruh, just say something happened and all I see you do is be on this side of the fence while I'm on this side. If I ever run into you, this how I always really go. You notice it don't never be the artist, it always be the entourage.
Every time.
If I run into you and my little partner see you whip out and pop you, bro, that's what it's about, cause it looked like this what side you was on. So I just feel like, bro, me personally, man, I feel like, and I ain't got no problems with nobody. I just feel like a lot of artists, I feel like they done did so much to the point where, bruh, I can't think no other way but it's beef. So when I see you, bruh, like when I see you, cause I'm trying to be the last person. I'm trying to be the one that continue breathing. Me and everybody we with trying to keep breathing.
Yeah, but the thing is, like you said, it's always the entourage. Choppa is actually smart and well thought out. Like I said, we got on the phone. We had been insulting us, or publicly and everything else like that. We got on the phone,
bro.
We got on the phone, and when he showed up, it was, man, we hugged it out. We sat down. I did his biggest interview ever. And
like
it all
I just
worked
said,
out.
bro, I ain't got no problem with Buddy, but from what man, cuz I probably shouldn't be saying this, cuz I ain't trying to, like, I ain't looking for no notoriety. I keep stressing that, bro. I'm not trying to gain no views off nobody. I actually got life planned out right now. I got
Yeah.
money. I got thoughts of it. I got plenty investments. I got shit going on. Like, a nigga straight. I don't like to be viral on the internet like no more. Like, that shit not where it's at. But I gotta say what I gotta say. Bro, I feel like, cuz I ain't got no beef with bro them, but I just feel, I ain't gonna, this for everybody, cuz it's a couple people in the industry. It's also a big rapper. And he actually said it. He a way bigger artist than me, all that. Like, all right, 21 Savage. He got on academics. He said it. He said,
What did he say?
I'm not on Quando and YB side. So in other words, he really saying like, all right, if we catch you somewhere too, we gonna kill you. That's basically what he said. That's just how I look at it. But cuz this be the crazy part, and I just talked to Big Bank about this. All us rappers from Georgia, we have partners in prison, all type of stuff, so right? When a nigga be calling there, them boys be acting like, boy, we ain't got nothing to do with this and that. I be like, what the fuck? Like when a nigga call and a nigga be like, hey boy, such and such just walked on the dorm. Then next thing you know, this dude get the message, this dude get the message, this dude get the message. Next thing you know, they pulling up on me. Hey, bet, bro, boy, blase squaze. And I be like, what happened? Like, shit, bro, like, oh, and this not really about Savage or nothing like that. I ain't saying that, cause I also look at bro like a real one. I could tell how he rock. He ain't nobody a nigga just about to fuck over at all. He got niggas gonna die and kill for him, and so do I. You feel me? And I hope they ain't, I look at bruh like a real one. I watch how he carry himself. Bruh carry himself like a real gentleman. He carry himself like the breadwinner. He carry himself like the prize. I know he got shit in order. I know he a one call that's all type dude. You feel me? But this what people be forgetting about. It's like that over here too.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying we no leaders or no gangs of me or him or nobody else, cause you know how the feds and the police play. There's nothing like that. I'm just saying, hey, God put some people on this earth to, man, bro, it's just like playing chess, bro. I ain't no queen. Other than the queen, I'd rather be the king. I want to be the knight. I know he a knight on his chessboard, but with me saying all that is to say, I just feel like some people need to come out and say, like, they ain't gotta come out and say it on the internet or nothing. Like I just said, it's a bunch of rappers in Georgia. All our partners is in prison together. You got niggas who 4PF in prison. You got niggas who PDE in prison. You got niggas who us in prison. You got niggas who everything, every rap group in Georgia got partners in prison. I feel like you could talk through them. Bro, I just feel like a lot of these niggas need to come out and be like, bro, I ain't got no murder beef with you, but I fuck with Vlad, so this is who I fuck with, so I don't fuck with you. I don't even know you. I don't know these niggas. I don't, and they don't know me. But sometimes you ain't gotta know somebody not to know that you don't want to be a part of this side, cause you already got strings attached and relationships with this side. But I feel like a lot of niggas need to go in and come out and be like, it ain't no beef, cause apparently, man, bro, cause I just feel like a lot of these artists and stuff, they just need to, cause man, I just feel like, bro, like I just said, sometimes it be the entourage, it don't even be you. Cause I'm on house arrest right now. I could be home in the house. I'm on house arrest, bro. Like,
Yeah. Can we zoom in on that?
no.
No, you don't want to see it? Okay, no problem.
It's a LED monitor.
Yeah, all good.
It's just long. Man, go away. Ain't no shame.
Yeah.
Even though I'm ashamed about it.
No, that's all good.
Bro, I'm on goddamn house arrest. Only reason I'm asking you because I took a shower and I put long sleeves on. That's the only reason to put on lotion. But bro, I only get to come out the house for work purposes like this. But bro, I ain't gonna lie. I could be home in the house on house arrest and my little partners in Miami and just say your name Foxy and you look like you was rocking with this and that. And my little partner, we're in Miami, I'm home, I'm on 2K25 playing the park. And he see you and pop one of y'all niggas. You can't be like, we ain't even had nothing to do with that. Cause cousin, fuck all that now. That's how it looked. That's how it was took. If you don't never have a conversation with somebody, and like I said, it ain't gotta be with me. You could run it through a lot of people, and I'm Vlad. Please don't put on this interview like I'm directly talking to Savage or
I got you.
any of these artists.
Yeah, you're speaking in general.
I'm saying in general, this for anybody in the streets, anywhere. Bruh, sometimes it's better off to say, I ain't got no beef. I ain't jumping in. I'm not crashing out, because it could be a chance a Rico could come on me, you, and all this, and I had to leave my kids by something I honestly didn't have nothing to do with, because it's gonna get to that.
Well, you had a situation in LA where you lost your friend, Lil Pap. He actually died in your arms. And you said that changed you forever.
But bro, that's the main reason I just said but that's the main reason. Like I said, I really don't have beef with the world. My beef is really mainly in the music industry. It's not with the world. So with that happening to my right hand mans, that's the reason I think like, but bro, I be thinking like, bro, you coulda did this, he coulda did this, your little partner coulda did this, this nigga who from here that be with your little cousin got a plug in this place, he coulda. I just think so many ways about it to the point where, bro, I done took the thought of art of war to a whole nother level. Bro, and cause, man, this the only thing about this life shit, my nigga. Ain't no rules. Ain't no rules. I might feel like I won't shoot up nobody's house. You might feel like that. You might feel like, I might feel like I won't shoot at nobody while they with their kids. You might feel like that. I might feel like I ain't shooting at that man hoe just because I see her right here. You might feel like that. Bro, it's to the point where like it ain't nobody real no more, so you don't know what can go on, how it can happen. So at the same time, bro, you gotta live by no rules. And man, I'm boy Vlad, but I got so older to the point now where I know like, hey, cousin, I used to think like this nigga ain't like that or that nigga ain't like that. He don't mean what he say, man. Check this out. I ain't gonna lie. I hope everybody know I mean what I say. And boy, I promise you, boy, I think you mean what you saying to me. Ain't no rules, bruh.
Yeah, anyone's capable of anything, especially when you put them in a corner.
So if you ain't got nothing to do with nothing, cause people wait to shit, bruh. Niggas commit an ass of crimes and wait till they go to jail to start praying. Bruh, whenever you in a real detrimental situation, first person you gonna go to screaming is, God, why? And all this and all that. Bruh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't got, like, you see I'm setting my piece right now. I ain't got no beef with nobody. Everybody else need to go in and bring that shit out. Cause, boy, listen, man, how many times how much can a person take before they just start reacting, my nigga? And I ain't talking about me. This just a message from around the world. A person can only take with so much, my nigga. Then, once you go to reacting, you gonna go to reacting to everything. Now ain't no time to scream and holler.
They said that you were the intended target in that situation.
Man, man. Cuz I'm about to keep it real with you, man. All that shit you heard was cap. Nobody know what the fuck really going on, bro. But that shit ain't really got nothing to do with me, bro.
Okay.
Like, and I love my mans. I love Pop.
I'm sorry for your loss, man. And that was your closest friend?
Nah, yeah, but I fucked it with bit, bro, nigga. That nigga was one nigga that used to actually get on my ass, like, little bro, like, what you doing? You tripping? Let's do this. Little bro, let's go to the studio. Like, man, that man was a real nigga. He just was all about his paper.
Yeah, man.
Bro had a real check. Bro could have changed niggas' lives out here.
Do you think that was the most traumatic event you ever went through in your life?
Man, hell yeah, and this why, cause bro, I used to run around and be like, I ain't never got none of them. Bro, I just felt like when nothing never happened to you and yours and y'all done did all the burning our houses. When somebody come burn your house down and the firefighters don't show up for you, that shit hurt.
You said after that everything you had represented up to that point, you were done with it. Without getting into any details.
Yeah, man, but it didn't even took that situation for for me to start feeling like that, man. It always come down to realization, what you realize. I done realized certain stuff and been like, man, I don't care about us, man. We from down south. They just want to use us. They just want to come sit in our spots. They just want to come. I don't know, man. I ain't with none of that shit, my nigga. Cause you know what's crazy? Stanley Tookie Williams resigned from Crips. You know that?
Yeah. He won a Pulitzer Prize.
Man, he
No,
won
not a Pulitzer. No, he won a
Peace
Nobel,
Prize.
a Nobel Peace Prize. My bad. A Nobel Peace Prize because of the books that he wrote.
Yeah, Stanley Tookie Williams wrote children books. He
Yes.
won a Nobel Peace Prize.
In prison.
Man, in prison, bro, I know. Man, bro, Stanley Tookie Williams resigned from Crips. And he was the biggest. Him and Raymond Lee Washington.
Yeah, he was one of the founders.
Raymond Lee Washington was the co-founder.
Yeah.
Them boys made Crip to protect the community from crooked cops at first. They was bodybuilders.
Right. And racists and everything else like that.
I just said that. I really didn't want to say that. They really was protecting the community from crooked white cops.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say that.
No, but that's the truth. It is what it is.
Man, bro, Like, man, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Big U, man. That's my homie. You know, I've had him on the show. Real stand-up dude.
Yeah, for sure. But, bro, I'm just saying, Stanley Tukey Williams, he resigned. Why? I don't see, ain't nobody really running around. Bro, basically what I'm saying is if he did it, it's a lot of more people could do it. Yeah. You could resign. I feel like you could resign, but it should always, it's one rule about anything you stand on. I don't care if you an alpha, or omega, Q-dog. A Q-dog and an omega is the same, right? I don't care if you a Q-dog, a alpha, a delta, which is the girls, or I don't care if you a Freemason, a Christian, a Muslim, or a Jewish. I don't care if you just claim to screech you off or whatever. I feel like even when you step away from all that stuff, when you feel like you don't want to be a part of it, it's one rule that's in all that. No disrespect tolerated. So long as ain't no disrespect in all of it, bro, it don't even matter. And that's just in life with being a human being.
Yeah, man, listen, I support your decision 100%. People grow up. Something that worked as a teenager doesn't work in your 20s, 30s, and 40s.
You know what I noticed? And this came from going through Shade Room comments, Say Cheese comments, Academics comments, Instagram comments, XXL comments. Some people really don't want you to grow up.
Facts.
Then, when one of us who have a big voice come out and be like, you know what? I hope y'all kids come out and do some dumb shit, want to change their life and get shot in the head. Some bullshit. That's some stupid ass shit to say out your mouth. That's some real fuck shit to say. Nah. But when somebody come out and say some dumb ass, ignorant ass shit like that to one of them, now they are hurt. You ain't want me to grow up. Why should I want your child to grow up? You feel me? Why should I want you to grow up? You didn't want me to blossom and my table to turn around, so while you struggling and going through this and trying to get your business off the ground, why would I just want your table to turn and now you just selling 1,000 different products this week? Bruh, like, you respect is due to a dog, man. No disrespect should be tolerated. Like, bruh, but at the same time, I done got to the age where I realized, Vlad, like, man, I don't give a fuck. Bro, a lot of people be like, why you ain't got no jewelry on? Bro, the feds took all my jewelry. 3 watches, chains, all that. But they giving it back. They giving it back whenever I go handle my business. All that got established in the courts, all right? But look, a lot of people like, well, why you ain't bought another chain? Why you ain't did this? Why you ain't did that? Cause I done came to the point where I'm like, that shit don't make a nigga. I ain't even about to sit right here and lie like I ain't about to keep buying jewelry now. Cause I'd be lying.
Right. I mean, look at your teeth.
But look, I could have bought a chain these new teeth, I took the last ones out. I could have bought a chain with this.
Easy.
I didn't want one though. You know why? Because I got a whole federal charge and I know I got to go do some time. Why spend 40, 50 grand or 25 grand or even 20 on a damn chain that I'm gonna have to take off my neck and leave out here for a certain amount of time when I could save that money? I could be in the feds and I could cop me a whole nother crib from the feds.
June 2023. Your home and some other homes of people you know gets raided. What went through your mind when you first heard that?
Man, Vlad, it's like I've been to war my whole life, and when I say war, it's not pertaining to strictly violence. Like, you could be at war with yourself, you could be at war with problems. I've been at war with problems my whole life to the point where it's like I gained intuition and gut feelings to know, like, before something happened, it's like I know it's about to happen. The night before, the main house they got kicked in was my Auntie Frida house. Shout out my Auntie Frida, I love her. The whole Savannah, a real gangster, damn near 70 years old, real gangster. And when I say gangster, I ain't talking about bad stuff, just not been through it all, standing tall, 10 toes, solid. My Auntie Frida, I love her. I done thought about getting her name tatted in my face. I love her so much. But, bro, that night, my girl came to Auntie Frida's house, picked me up, because I was going to stay at my girl grandma's house. And we was actually about to go to my house. We got in the car. She drove around the corner. She said, I don't feel like driving all the way out there to home. I said, man, I don't feel like driving either, babe. She like, let's just go to my grandma's house. So we went to my granny house, because her grandma like my granny too. She is my granny. Y'all don't look at her no other way, but. So we go to my granny house, 6 o'clock that morning. My partner Duna came and knocked on, bamming on the door at my girl grandma's house, because only Lil Tim, Duna, only Lil Tim, Duna, the bodyguard, and my Auntie Frida, and my little partner Scavy and Rockout. Scavy, Rockout, Duna, Lil Tim, and the bodyguard. Them was the only few people that knew where I leave my head at nighttime. That's just how I rock. Like, I might be like, hey, little bro, I'm going here now. So, you feel me? Blase squaze. All right, bet, bro. Hey, to the security guard, bodyguard. Hey, I'm going here. Make sure 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, come spin around here. 9, 10, 11, 12, come spin around here. Just make sure that's just how I rock. Lil Tim ain't really about to do that, though. He not about to get it. But he know where I'm at. Because, bro, this is where I'm at now. Because, you feel me? All right, love, bro. So, with me just, it's a protection thing. So my partner, Dooney, came banging on her door. My girl woke me up. Babe, get up. Babe, get up. I got up. She like, Dooney, them at the front door. We looking at the camera. I'm like, what time it is? She like, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, what the fuck? Go to the door. Duna like, look, bro, the feds at first we thought it wasn't the feds at first. It was the help of the feds. It was the ATF. ATF in Georgia, well, across the United States, it means alcohol, tobacco, firearm. Mm-hmm. He like, boy, they just kicked Lil D Doe and Lil D, my little brother. He like, they just took Lil D and Lil Scroll. My heart dropped. I'm like, what the fuck? They just took my little niggas. What them boys did? Next thing you know, we got another car. My partner Paul, who actually was already dead. A spot he used to be in. 20 minutes later, Dooney get a call. Boy, we used to call the spot Pop used to be in, Pop spot. It used to be like Pop spot, Pop corner. Cause my nigga dead. We do anything to keep, we keeping his name alive. They just kick Pop spot in. I'm like, what the fuck? I still ain't really thinking about me, but I'm scared though. I got that gut feeling. Then they call back, they been like, but they just kicked in Leaky Spot. And this is my main man's now. I'm like, boy, they just kicked in Leaky Spot. Man, then they been like, boy, they just kicked in Trench Spot. This my other partner. I bought him an AP, all tight, yeah. kicked in trench spot. I'm like, man, what the fuck? My partner Duna, that's with me at the time, he get another call. Guess what they said? Duna, they just kicked your door in. That nigga Duna dropped his phone. Looked at me, I said, cuz, what just happened? That nigga said, cuz, them folks just kicked our spot, kicked my door in. I said, boy. I said, y'all boys, it's over with. They got us. That's what I said. I didn't know what it was about or nothing like that. I said, they got us. They said, little bro, you still straight though. Man, 10 minutes later, my auntie Deborah called me and my auntie text. Guess what they said?
Your door gets kicked in.
They said, boy, they just kicked Auntie Frida door in. I said, what they said? They said, we got a warrant for Taquan, a.k.a. Quando Rondo. They said, about what? They said, it's sealed. I'm like, boy, what the fuck? I'm like, boy, what the fuck, boy? Then I'm like, my little partners be staying with me there. Or they be staying there when I'm not there. Sound like maybe they kicked the door in for them. I called my manager. I said, boy, bro, they just kicked them doors. He don't know none of them. But he know them, but they not his people. But he not know them from road trips on the road and stuff like that. He like, boy, damn, that sound crazy. Guess what the first thing he said? He said, I'm about to call a lawyer. I'm like, what? Well, I'm probably good. Man, I said, man, I'm about to go home. I'm about to go to my house. I said, well, I'm about to go to my house. I said, I'm about to get a plane ticket. I said, boy, I'm about to go to the DR. That's what I said. I said, I'm about to get a plane ticket. I said, hey, see how much a jet is. I swear to God. I said, boy, see how much a jet is. I'm about to catch a jet to BR. I said, I'm going to drive to Atlanta and get the jet from there. I'm about to go to the DR. I said, I'm about to get me an Airbnb for about a month in the DR. Because I had hollered at some of my folks and they like, go to the DR. They like, if this ain't the feds, then it's just a state, you could go to the DR because the state don't have no contract with the DR, but they like, if it's the feds, they have a contract with the DR.
Yeah, extradition.
They like, you gonna have to go to Mexico. But I think they got a contract with them.
Yeah, they got a contract with Mexico. Mexico has extradition. You gotta go to like Russia.
So I'm like, I'm about to go to the DR, I'm about to throw all my phones away and shit, and I'm about to throw it down there. I got plenty money. It's cheap down there, and you know. You feel me? So it's like, I'm about to go to the DR. That's what I'm thinking. I said, I need to go home first, though. Man, 5 minutes. I get in the car with my partners. We stop to get something to eat first. I get a call from Feed. That man said, yeah, man. He like, you might well gonna go ahead and get you another lawyer. Go ahead and get 2 lawyers. I said, why? He said, they kicked your door in too. The landlord just called me. Cause I was actually renting this little spot out. My name was on this little spot. It just is a little spot I had, just some little. I'm like, what she said? She said, they kicked the door down. The neighborhood community have a little Facebook little page for the whole community. You know how suburb places be?
Right.
All them posting it. I said, boy, y'all boys, it's over with. I said, boy, this is some young thug shit right here, boy. It's over with. Man, bruh, get the lawyers on the phone. I ended up paying 3 lawyers. First lawyer, I paid him like I paid Jonah Pines, dude named Jonah Pines, like 12 grand just for a bond hearing.
All right, because you get arrested for controlled substances and street gang activity.
For sure.
Yeah.
I pay a lawyer named. I wasn't worried about the controlled substance and all that. I was worried about the street gang activity because I'm like, and it's still, I'm thinking, is this violence or, because street gang activity don't always have to be surrounded around murders and robberies and cartels and burglaries. It could be surrounded around drugs. It could be surrounded around y'all a gang and y'all sell work. It could be surrounded around that. So I don't know which one is surrounded around at this time. Cause you know, I'm like, these folks probably like made up shit, all type of shit. You feel me? Cause we don't be doing nothing. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, I'm gonna pay Jonah Pines for the bond.
It was a $100,000 bond.
Yeah, but you know, it was $120,000. I only paid the bond was $12,000.
Right, 10%.
So it wasn't like that now.
Yeah.
I didn't actually pay $100 grand for a bond.
You just got a bail bondsman put down 10%, and they
For sure.
Right.
At least I know that's how it is in Georgia. I don't know about it anywhere else.
It's like that everywhere, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah.
But look, though, I paid him to get me a bond. $12K is a lot to get somebody to get you a bond, bro. They usually want $1,500, $2,500 from the normal civilian. But look, I paid him, went up for the bond. They didn't give it to me. Next day, he came, read everything out. Jonah Pines was the first one told me. He said, it's a state case, but I'm telling you it's gonna go fed. I said, why it's gonna go fed? He said, because of you. Because of your name on it.
Damn.
I said, man, I thought the feds move off actual factuals. He said, that's the thing about it. They don't only move off actual factuals, they move off headlines.
Right, because then you get indicted on federal charges.
Listen, I'm about to walk you through that.
Go ahead.
You want me to speed it up?
No, do your thing.
All right, so... And I got a question for the fans. Do y'all want me to start speeding up and getting to the question of my interviews or just being me?
Nah, be you.
All right, I paid Jonah Pine. We go up for a bond. Judge Tammy Stokes. I love that judge with my heart. I done put her name in songs and and the thing, what made me put her name in the song is she looked me in my eyes in court and told me I could be something. I said, in my song, I said, they don't believe us, my little homies, they G'd up. They want to take my life away for no reason. Judge Tammy looked me in my eyes, told me I could be something. I said, can't even lie, I'm traumatized, but I'm still street running. My sister about to have a daughter, got a niece coming. Like, I really put her name in the song because it wasn't about her giving me no bond or declining the bond and none of that. It's just like a judge looked me in my eyes and said, man, you somebody, you could be something. It was heartfelt. And I feel like in they training, they go through training to not and have feelings towards certain stuff in the courtroom. And it's just the fact that she had feelings towards this is a young black man. You from Savannah. This is where we from. You could be something. That's why I said that in the song. Like, but I paid him 12 bands, and due to the fact that the news reporter in the courtroom was 100 deep of my people and other people, they're supporting me. And with the news being there and her knowing it's going to go viral, she didn't give me the bond right then and there. She said, I'd think about it over the weekend. So I automatically go back into jail before I went to say I call my auntie Tess. I'm like, auntie, find me another lawyer. I don't want to disqualify or disbar Jonah from my case, but get me another lawyer to work with him. Tell him I got whatever. She like, all right, I got you. Like, I'm like her son. So my auntie worked her move and found Miss Copeland. And when she found her, she like, it's this lady named Kimberly Copeland. They say she terrific. Long story short, got her and Jonah, you know, did whatever they do. Paid her $25,000. So I paid Jonah 12, her 25. That's 30 sound right? 12 to 31.
27.
I'm 27. 27. Oh, Lord, they about to joke on me about that. I was trying to speed it up. I was trying to speed the problem.
It's all good.
But 27, huh?
12 plus 15.
Man, I paid her 25 and I paid him 12.
Oh, 25 plus 12, 37.
That's 37.
You're right. I said it wrong. My bad.
Ha,
They can joke on me now.
No,
They can joke on me now.
This mouth.
37.
I know that mouth. But I ended up paying $37,000 and it's just in a total of 8 days. And you know that, bro.
Just to get a bond.
So I was sitting in the cell. They said over the weekend that Monday came. And I know I got people like, this is my bodyguard, but it's actually like a role model to me. My big brother, a counselor, all that. He a Q dog, Muslim, he's all that. Alhamdulillah, that he's a dictionary. But I know it's people like him praying like, man, I hope. They call me TT. That's what they call me. My family, my family call, hey, if I tell you what, if anybody call me, and it's off topic, but if anybody call me TT, you know they real family. But I know it's people like him praying like I get that bond. Sunday pass, I'm in the cell. Guess what I told myself? I sat down on the bed. I asked the guard, what time it is? He said 12 o'clock. I said, man, it's Monday night. I sat down on the bed and they got me on 23-1 Super Max lockdown and the hole inside a cage, behind a door and another door behind the cage, all type shit. Cause who I am, I sat down, laid back, picked the tablet up. I text my girl, text Paris, my little cousin Paris, little sister. I'm like, I text both of them. I said, man, it's over with. I sat back, I said, man, I need to go in and prepare to sit down for at least 2 to 3 years. I said, I ain't getting that bond, it's over with. And they told me my little partner, Lil D and Scroll, like, Lil D and Scroll went to court. Judge denied they bonds. I said, man, it's over with. I went ahead and started jailhouse living. I said, man, I'm about to come out, take me a shower, take 2, 3 phone calls, chop it up with some of the other niggas that's booked. Go ahead and get my little pockets. Pockets is the food you make. Bro, you got the pickles for the pockets? You got the rice? You got this? All right, I got this. We gonna make this. I'm about to go ahead and get me an extra sheet to rip me some string so I could throw it out the flap. So when we making these pockets, all us could go ahead and pass everything to cook it and make it and trade them. Get my conversations up to talk at night. This what time I'm going to bed. This what time I'm doing push-ups. I'm a text on the tablet at this time. It's chess on this. I'm about to play chess. Then I'm about to reminisce. Then I'm about to write a song. I'm going ahead. I'm getting ready to jailhouse live. Like, man, it's over with. Boy, I just came from all this to this. But I've been doing time, so it really ain't nothing. The only time the time hurts you is when you don't know what's going on. When you know what's going on, if you're a solid individual, you will know how to do it. But, bro, I started jail I was living in. I started manifesting. I pulled out a composition notebook that I was writing raps in. I wrote a rap. Listen, now I'm giving you the real, so it gotta be like this. So I'm in the cell. It was after 12 o'clock. I'm like, it's Monday already. It's over with. I started jailhouse living, and I'm in the composition book. I'm writing a song. The song was like, I was like, it was like, I call it county chain gang. County chain gang. Got me locked up in this county chain gang. County chain gang. If I get out, I do the same goddamn thing. County chain gang. I just wanna get out this damn chain. County chain gang. But if I get out, I know I'm not gonna change. County chain gang. Got me locked up in this county chain gang. County chain gang. I get out and do the same goddamn thing. Like I'm in there, I'm already making raps and all. Like, man, bro. Too, I started manifesting in a composition book. Guess what I kept writing in the book? I'm going home. 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 I wrote that on at least 15 different pages. Next thing you know, the guard came and knocked on the door. You want your hour out? I'm like, hell yeah, I want my hour out, nigga. You feel me? Man, it went from the past couple days I was in there to, what's up, guard? Yes, sir, to, I ain't got no bond. Nah, yeah, nigga, what up? Now I'm on some jail. He like, all right, come out, get on the phone. Nobody answer. I'm like, damn, call my girl, she answers, she at work, we talking. I'm like, you heard nothing about the bond? She like, no. Oh, my fault. I still was thinking about music.
Yeah, all good.
She like, no. I'm like, all right, babe, man. I'm about to hop in this shower because the hour is really 10 minutes in here. Got in the shower. Came out the shower, went in the room. I asked her what time it is. She said 3 o'clock. When I'm in jail, I do time off the trays, the food. That's to let me know, like, the last tray is the end of the day in my eyes. It's a day down. That's how I look at it. Last tray came, I ate it, got commissary. I'm making food, eating it. I said, I'm about to pull myself out, I'd fall asleep. I'm down in water, push-ups. I'm making myself tired. Get in the bed, go to sleep. God, go knock on the door. Bowman. That's my last name. Tell me get up. I'm like, what up? He like, they need you in the hub. That's outside the door. I go in the hub. I'm thinking, boy, I'm praying. I'm like, boy, y'all. I'm like, boy, y'all, please, y'all. Please don't let me have no more charges. Cause when they call you in the hub and say we taking you up front, they gonna fingerprint you for more charges. Man, they walked me in this little room and the lieutenant over that dorm was like, man, when you get out, what's your plan? You a superstar. I'm like, man, I ain't even thought about what I'm gonna do when I'm gonna get out yet. I ain't even been in here that long. He said, well, you got an hour to think about it. You just got a bond. I swear to God. I said, boy, what the hell? Got out, like quasi. Guess what I did? First day out, went back to popping perks, still riding around the hood, still pulling up on this person and that person, still thugging, still like, where them hammers at? Cause I ain't been here nothing but 11 days, 12 days. Ended up getting in a car accident.
Right, they try to revoke your bond over that.
For sure.
Yeah.
This would tighten me up. Bruh. Man, Vlad. I was on the perk and on the lean, for sure. But I've been on perks and lean last 4-5 years before this incident. I don't go to sleep, fall asleep, and tweak out and trip out off that. So, right, and I know what I'm getting is real, because, you know, and like I just told you outside, it's nothing to get shit prescribed to you when you somebody and got some bread. So everything I ever took, I know for 100% it been real, because I always went to CVS to get it. And I always was able to ride around with it, because if I got pulled over, hey, this mine, this is a prescription. This is real too. Do what you want to do, search it up. I really got in a legit car accident off being on my phone, looking up, thinking. And the car accident actually knocked me out. The car was folded up. Alright, but look though, when the cops pulled up to the scene and I was knocked out, guess what the first thing they do? What it's called? They hit me with Narcan, like I'm on a fucking drug.
Right, because there were some reports that said you overdosed. Not true.
Not true. Do you know that the news pulled up and the police pulled up before the ambulance?
Wow.
Cause, Vlad, certain shit in life you have to take serious. And that's something to take serious. The thought of the news and the police pulled up 10 minutes before the ambulance. What that mean, Vlad? I'm asking you. And this, I'm on the outside looking in, not because I'm asking you a question. What do that mean to you? If the ambulance and the police, if the police and the news pull up before the ambulance.
They want to put you back in jail.
But they looking for notoriety.
Yeah. Cloud chasing, just like everyone else. The police do it too.
Y'all hit me with a Narcan can like I overdosed. Then, when I went to the when I went to the hospital, the Narcan is what really put my ass down, because if you don't need that Narcan and they hit you with that shit, it's a boom. You ever got hit with Narcan?
No, never.
Anybody in this room?
No.
I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure somebody gonna be in the comments and say they got hit with Narcan, and what I'm about to tell you is what it really do. Imagine getting hit with a train. It's gonna wake you up, then put your ass down hard. I apologize to myself because I dropped my head. But, bruh, they hit me with the Narcan, and that's what really knocked me out. I was knocked out, but it woke me up and it put me in a harder knockout. Cause the impact from the accident hit me so hard, it's like. So, when I go to the hospital, I know, I ain't gonna say that. Just I know some people that know some people. I know everybody. I know the people. I know the people to know. Bro. One of them told me that, you know, the police came up here to draw your blood, but they wanted to wait a couple days. They declined on drawing your blood at this moment. They said they wanted to wait to basically, after we put medicine in you, then draw your blood. Metro Police, Savannah, Georgia, Chatham County. And I ain't, bruh, fuck all that. They didn't accept my blood. They could have got my blood right then and there. They wanted to wait till the medicine got in me.
That they gave you the hospital. And the Narcan, yeah.
They went to the hospital. I'm on my Bootsy shit now. Vlad. They went to the hospital. They could have got my blood right then and there. And it's fucked up that I just got in a damn near death car accident, and the main thing they thinking about is, let's see what drug he on to revoke his bond. But I'm in a space where I gotta deal with battling with balancing. Is my good outweighing my bad with the devil or God right now? I'm near death. At least that's how the situation was. And y'all thinking about revoking the bond. And y'all policemen, y'all took an oath to be there and be for the people. Y'all bucked my blood. Y'all didn't want my blood test right then. Y'all wanted to wait that I got on the medicine. That's specifically from the words of Doctor's Workday. And with me saying this off topic, but that's why the police and like the government don't like you when they feel like you got more power than them. Cause I'm me. I did what I did in life and became somebody. So there's 5 nurse females that like me. They like me. So they automatically gonna give in to me before you. So I'ma know certain shit that they not even gonna tell you. But look. The hospital ended up giving me some medicine that actually had fentanyl in it.
Huh.
You know, fentanyl is in some hospital medicines.
Yeah, no, it's a real medicine, yeah. I know that.
Why they came the next day and got my blood, then gave the news channel the clip. It really was hours later because I got in an accident like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock that night. I think it's probably been earlier or later. So once I get to the hospital and they know that this Quando Rondo, you know they get me to the back ASAP. We want to save him. This the hospital. We want to most definitely save him. But we want them to know Memorial Hospital saved lives. Shout out to Memorial. But they waited the hours later after I got the medicine in me. Then came and got my blood. Then gave it to the news channel, and guess what they said? He had fentanyl in his system.
Yeah, but ultimately, your bond didn't get revoked.
Because the drugs that was in me,
They gave to you in the hospital. Right.
yes, opiates did pop up.
From the hospital.
For sure.
Yeah.
Opiates popped up.
Well,
But I wasn't on no papers. I wasn't on nothing like that for me to go to jail by doing drugs. Cause it wasn't, y'all don't know what this was for. And like I said, I had prescriptions. They was worrying about the fentanyl, but my lawyer, Miss Copeland and Jonah Pines,
boom. Yeah.
they went so hard. They like, Your Honor, we did this and that and this and that. And we noticed they actually gave him medicine that had fentanyl in it at the hospital. They gave him medicine that had opiates in it at the hospital. The only thing that I couldn't really speak up for was for the Xanax. But what helped me get past that is I got anxiety and PTSD. So I had medicines for that. So the stuff that's in benzos is the same thing in anxiety medicines. Benzos is like the top of the line anxiety medicine. So it's like, what is he wrong at? I really was taking medicine that was really prescribed to me, in other words, and I could have showed for it and all that. That's how I got locked up for the DUI. I mean, that's how that's why my bond didn't get revoked. All right.
Right.
So My bond ain't revoked. Months passed.
Still on house arrest.
No, I'm not on house arrest.
You're on bond. Sorry, still on bond.
Sure. Now I'm sober. But I don't count this time for being sober. Because every now and then I still was sneaking and geeking on the lean. I cut the pills, weed, and the spice or whatever and all that off. But I still was sneaking drinking lean. Lean is one drug that's more addictive. I feel like that's more addictive than crack cocaine to a young black male, because we in the time range and age and generation of, we not about to smoke no crack. Lean is the new damn crack. Dude.
It's basically liquid heroin.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's worse than, you might as well put heroin in a damn needle and shoot it in your veins.
I mean, it'll show up as the same thing if they drug test you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Show up as heroin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I never did no fucking heroin. But the lean is, I'm sober, so now I can say that. I'm proud to say that, man, bro. That shit is liquid heroin. Anybody who ever did real dog food before, like really did it, sniffed it, shot it up, however y'all to do that shit, however y'all do it, don't get on no lean if you done been sober off it, because it's gonna draw you back to that, because that's what you was doing. But look though, so I wouldn't say I went all the way sober, but I was pill sober. I was weed sober, tree sober. It was to the point where I was smoking CBD and all. I was smoking any bud. I liked it all buds. It's to the point where I treated CBD like, I'm about to grab some. If I'm about to get in a car and go somewhere, I'm about to get some CBD and roll it up. I'm gonna smoke a joint and after that, I'm gonna get in the car. Then I'm gonna roll CBD up to keep my high up. It's still a bud at the end of the day, because if the police pull me up and see this, hey, I got this from the CBD store, test it. I'm thinking I'm outsmarting the game, but I'm making myself dumber. But look, so months passed. It's crazy because on my daughter's the day before my daughter's birthday, Bootsy come down here. He go to the club. You know Bootsy love me. I love him. They like, yeah, you know you at this club. Quando and his Uncle Tory own this club. This Quando Rondo and Uncle Tory club. Say, hey, they own this days together. His real uncle. He like, I'm at Quando club? Man, tell my little brother pull up. I pull up to the club before Bootsy come. He waited, but at the same time, I'm somebody and it's a club. Man, I'm not about to stay in this club all night. I left before Bootsy showed up. 5 minutes before Bootsy showed up, I walk out the gate, get in the car, 100 police around us.
Man, bro, this shit was like a movie, bro. A couple of his partners pull up like, Quando finna pull up, woo-da-woo. We waiting on Quando to pull up. They like, the police got Quando down the street, outside down the street. The Fed taking him to jail. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, fuck. I ain't even get to see it, man. And when we didn't hear about it, when we got to the other spot to eat, we like, this motherfucker might have been lying. Next morning, I see it, bro.
I'm like, man, we ain't got nothing in this car. Go ahead and pull your dogs out, search this shit. They like, get down on your knees, put your hands behind your head. I said, man, I'm not a resisting arrest. One of y'all cops could come over here, walk and arrest me. I ain't no night. So they walk over there, arrest me. They put me in handcuffs. I said, man, what a lieutenant at? He said, you talking to him? I said, man, I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not doing none of that. I'm like, man, what's going on? Y'all just want to search the car? He like, man, you just went federal. I said, what you mean? He said, your state charges went fed. I said, damn. I said, man, my girl's scared. Go in and do what y'all gonna do and take me. I said, can I talk to her before I go though? The man like, yeah. I said, man, appreciate it. Went to talk to her, gave her a kiss, she scared. She like, what's going on? I'm like, man, babe, that state shit wasn't nothing. Now, I said, man, I'm in a whole nother league.
Right. So now you get indicted by the feds. You get charged with conspiring with others to possess and distribute drugs like cocaine, marijuana, meth, and fentanyl. There was also weapons charges and a conspiracy to interfere with commerce by robbery. And your co-conspirators are Donald Lil D. Davis, Tyshawn Stroh Davis, LaRon Hollywood Thompson. Facing 20 years.
I only know Lil D, that's Donald. And I only know Tyshawn, that's Lil Scro. Them my little brothers, I love them boys. I don't know. This the thing about a conspiracy. Sometimes, some people that put on a conspiracy, you don't even know them.
So you don't know Hollywood?
Nah,
Okay.
at all.
How did you feel when you heard you have a Fed charge facing 20 years?
How did I feel?
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't know how to feel because anybody who ever went to the feds have been fed before, and it's only for the fed babies. Everybody else, your comment really don't matter because you don't know. Everybody I knew had went fed and all that before had actually told me it ain't no sense of getting no lawyer for the feds because they gonna give you what they give you. They already know what's going on. They automatically know what you did. And they court-appointed lawyers. All federal lawyers own a law firm. Majority of these lawyers out here, just like a rapper grinding for Plex and an NFL player grinding for a Super Bowl, a lawyer is grinding to own his or hers own law firm. That means you a top-of-the-line lawyer. Every federal lawyer own a law firm already. That means they the best. So when they give you a court-appointed lawyer and she on the law firm, or he on the law firm, they gonna automatically do their best because they representing a group now. They got an organization within them. So I felt like, should I get a lawyer? Should I not get a lawyer? Should I got the money? I knew I wasn't gonna do 20 years once I hired a lawyer. Because the lawyer explained to me, this the feds. They don't break down to you like the state. They just break it down to you what the paper and the federal guidelines say. All right, in the state of possession firearm in Georgia holds up to what, 5 years, 7 years? But when you go to court, they're not gonna be like, you facing 7 years. They're gonna say, you facing a sentence. You could get, you feel me, a sentence. In the feds, a conspiracy holds up to 20 years, but it's different types of conspiracies. You feel me?
Right. And when I read this, the first thing I thought was Quando's a successful rapper who has all types of legal money coming in from streams, from shows. He is not distributing any of this shit they're talking about. That's the first thing I thought.
Man, Vlad, I never, ever, 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 ever in life held coke in my hand. I never held fentanyl in my hand. I don't even know what the fuck meth look like.
Yeah, me neither.
I never sold nobody none of that. I never had it around me. I never seen nobody do it. Only drug that I knew of somebody to be on was coke. I never met a person who did meth or fentanyl, pure or whatever.
Yeah.
I probably knew perks around here and all these other drugs around here is faking it, probably had fentanyl in it and somebody probably mistook it. But I never met nobody who did none of this. So from day one, I knew like, all right, it's a conspiracy. They just got all these charges on me till they separate this shit. And talking to other dudes who went fed, they like, man, before you plead guilty, they gonna come at you exactly what you did. When it came at me, they came at me with straight marijuana and they dropped all them other charges.
Right, because marijuana is still illegal in Georgia?
No, it's illegal in Georgia.
Right.
But
actually on a federal level it is illegal, period. But it's not really, it's not that serious of a charge. Marijuana. In fact, the next president's probably going to just make it legal federally anyways. It's legal in most states regardless. So you get a $100,000 bond.
Now, with the Fed bond, this is a separate bond from the state. I ended up getting a $100,000 bond with the Fed bond, but in the Feds, you don't have to pay the bond. If you get a federal bond, they give it to you, but they tell you if you mess up, you face the chances of having to pay this in total.
Right. So you get the $100K bond, they put you on house arrest, and this is where the ankle monitor comes in. And then you ended up pleading guilty.
Yes, sir.
You pled guilty to willfully joining a plan to obtain and distribute more than 12 kilograms of marijuana.
Yes, sir.
And you're facing a possible 5-year sentence.
Yes,
You haven't
sir.
been sentenced yet.
I get sentenced December 12th.
Okay. In the feds, it's what, 85%?
80. Man, that's why I be thinking you fed. You too on point. It's for sure.
I've done enough of these interviews, man. I've been doing this for 16 years. So that's 4.25 years, 4 years, 3 months.
But you got good time. 2 months off every year, which is 10 months. They got programs where you can knock 90 days off. 4 months, I don't really know how many. I know it knock time off. If I got 3 years and I'm knocking 60 days off a sentence.
Does the house arrest count as your time?
Not in the feds.
Too bad. Are you prepared to do that time in your head?
Man, I'm too solid to fold.
Yeah.
Well prepared.
You said something interesting when you were on Big Facts. You said a pillow was placed on your bed so you can go to sleep. Sometimes it's time to lay down.
Man.
And you know what's crazy? Let me just interrupt you real quick.
Sure.
And I've known you now for, going back 5 years. I know
It's
damn
more
well.
than 5 years now.
Yeah, more than 5 years now. I know damn well you were not selling no marijuana. You're just getting hemmed up over some bullshit.
Because of my name.
Because of your name.
They're trying to help
Who in the hell who's got 100 million streams and shows and YB gave you $1 million and why would you be selling marijuana on any level? It's just so crazy when you say it out loud. You're going to have to lose this time, from my point of view, for a whole bunch of nothing.
They about to lose time by something that's legal in certain states.
Legal damn near everywhere.
Except for Georgia.
Except for Georgia. And I bet you by the time you finish your sentence, it probably will be legal in Georgia.
Sometimes the realists go through some real shit. I wouldn't want it no other way. I don't want to go through no fake shit. So if the real shit is going through a ring of fire and me coming out with 90-degree burns versus the fake going through ice and not coming out with nothing, let me burn up.
And you've also said that God has given you so many chances and you feel like you're on your last strike right now. And, you know, since our last interview, you converted to Islam. And this question's been asked for you, to you before. You've had certain people that you've had problems with who are also Muslim. Do you feel that as a Muslim, you should make peace with these people?
Man, I'm already at peace with any and everybody that's Muslim. Inshallah, we all make it to Jannah and not the hellfire.
Yeah.
And all the Balahi, meaning Shaitan, Rajim, that the devil stay away from both or triple or all of us.
So you've been 12 months sober now?
12 and a half down there. 12 and a half? About 12 and a half down there.
Yeah.
Long as shots don't count and wine. Long as wine and shots don't count.
When was the last time you've been sober this long?
Since I've been like 16.
16.
Yes, sir.
And you're 25 now?
Yes, sir.
9 years.
9 years. Now you trying to get right on your mouth, but earlier you ain't knew that 12 plus 25.
What do you think is different in terms of your overall clarity?
Everything. You ever seen that commercial with the little Claritin? Clear, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. That bring back childhood memories. I had to say that, but I mean, bruh, it's just a simple fact that, not saying I mess with them or nothing, but females that be walking up like, boy, you look too good. It's just too much. Like, you look good, or you gaining weight, or I could tell you clean and all that type shit. They so used to seeing niggas my age drugged up. That's why I hope with me being me that I get a motivation to some young niggas to be like, fuck them drugs. You see what Ruby Rose said the other day, and I just was speaking on females like that. Females, it be some females out here 10 years ago, they was the best looking thing around. Then they started smoking and drinking every day. Now look at them. Yeah. They done lost their whole shape.
Oh, yeah. And I remember a close friend of mine who, a street guy, who told me this. He said that one day he thought about it and he realized that every one of his friends that got killed were high.
And I realized that damn near everybody who get killed, they be on something.
Yep.
Cause you ain't thinking right. Sometimes them drugs be thinking for you.
Exactly. And that's why he stopped taking drugs for the rest of his life. Cause he figured if he was gonna be out here like that, he needs to be sober.
I'm scared to take a drug.
Good, as you should be, because drugs are scary.
Cause damn, it's like, is this shit even real?
Yeah.
Glad I shook all that shit.
Congrats, man. I'm happy for you. Let's go another 12 months and let's go another 12 years.
Man, we about to go a whole nother lifetime.
There we go.
That drug shit was a testimony part of my life.
And let me tell you this, Flavor Flav told me this. He said, the amount of time that you spend high, you have to spend that same amount of time sober. So if you've been high for 9 years, you're not really going to be over it for another 9 years. Well, now 8 years. Keep that in mind.
Damn, that's crazy. That take us back to beginning into the beginning of our conversation.
Yep.
I live off metaphors. It's like everything match. You gotta go with the matchups.
Exactly. Well, Quando, man, I appreciate you inviting me down here to your city and us having a chance to really catch up, both on and off camera. And I'm sorry you're going through this, man. Do you feel, in retrospect?
What retrospect mean?
Meaning that when you look back on your life and the decisions you've made.
Whatever the question is, hell yeah.
Could you have made some decisions that could have avoided putting you here right now?
Yeah, I could have made some decisions to avoid me putting me right here, but the decisions that I would have made to avoid putting me right here wouldn't necessarily help my loved ones. And sometimes you gotta break your neck and stick it all the way out for the people you love.
Yeah, I mean, you also said, I think on Big Facts, don't paint that picture of yourself because that picture is going to be shown in court. Do you feel that that picture that you've painted in your music and on social media and so forth was ultimately used against you to put you where you are right now?
Man, for sure, man. I'm a person of, if I say something, I've been through it, seen it, or done it. So you know I feel like that about myself. Other than that, I never wouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
Well, Quando, man, listen, I did one of your early interviews and I saw the talent level early on. Where you are right now, music-wise, doesn't surprise me in the least bit. You've always been dope. You've always had that star quality. I said it back then. I'm going to say it again in 2024. And I'm sorry you're having to go through this. But unlike most other people in your situation, you're going to come out with money, with fans, with people who love you that are waiting to embrace you with open arms. Because a lot of the people that are going to be locked up with you aren't going to be in that same situation. And a lot of the people that are locked up with you aren't even going to get out. You have a date, and you have what I feel is the most important emotion in a human being's life, and that is hope. You know that this is only a short period of time relatively to your whole life. Hope. There's nothing more powerful in this world than hope. Hope will give someone with triple life a reason to get up in the morning knowing that maybe the laws might change one day.
Nothing more powerful than hope.
Nothing more powerful
but
than
you know
hope.
what could kill hope?
What's that?
Pride.
Yeah.
You know what's second to kill hope?
What's that?
Disbelief.
Yeah, but I feel like you got those two things under control.
I do. I'm just letting that be known for the ones who might watch. Keep your hope and don't let pride or disbelief take over you. Believe. Pride don't matter. Pride got more quantity numbers of people in the grave and in jail than they do as successful.
I agree.
I feel like the word pride should stop being used because it's basically negative. It should be a part of the curse words.
I agree, especially with men.
Too much of it. If you do too much of anything, it could hurt you if it's bad. Too much pride could hurt you too.
Well, Quando, man, you still have a few months before your sentencing, man. Use that time wisely. Live every day to the fullest. Hug your daughter. Go to the studio. Make some dope-ass songs. Keep feeding the streets. And before you know it, you'll be back out dropping platinum singles. You know?
You believe.
Reunited with YoungBoy. You know, y'all could finally go on tour because you guys were originally supposed to go on tour together, but that got derailed. And I think that when y'all actually do it, man, that's going to be the biggest thing ever. I truly appreciate, man, this sit down and wish you only the best. Until next time.
Appreciate
Peace.
you too for that.